You're fired. You're fired. You can act like a man. What's the matter with you? Don't shoot the lad. Don't shoot. I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go. You blew it. It's over, Johnny.
I'm a fucking idiot. 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 Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
Uh-oh. Sounds...
Act like wherever you are, that's the place to be.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program. Oh, fuck. I can't. I can't. Huh? I just can't. I cannot deal with this anymore.
I think we're doing a 15-minute show today.
I can't.
No one has slept.
Oh.
No one has read a paper. No one has eaten. No one's calling. Morning, Patrice.
Hey, Patrice,
morning,
how you doing, man? Bring the funny, bro. Bring the funny.
Good morning, man. Oh, man.
Oh.
Well, I can start with this. The assault on the media contest is officially over.
It's over, Johnny.
Let's just stop blaming some people. Let's blame somebody.
Just blame people?
Blame somebody. Who you mad at?
That's a new tack. We've never taken that one.
Yeah, just blame. Who is not your fault? Whose fault is it?
The assault on the media thing got out of hand, and it's officially over.
Yeah.
The fan sites have been talking all night long. And yes, it's true. The assault on the media thing is officially over.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it. No more.
Why should you have to explain to somebody not to bust somebody's eardrum out?
It always follows the same track. It starts out innocently enough.
Burn me once.
We do these promotions where, we do the show. And we have people come into the studio, and we have fun and stuff, and it's in the studio. It's what we like to call the controlled environment.
The controlled atmosphere, right.
And then we get these ideas, because we are a very interactive radio show. I believe the most interactive radio show on the radio, where the listeners love to get involved with the program. And at first, it's such a good idea, because we spell it out, and they go out and do these promotions, and it's fun, it's entertaining, and they work well. But for some reason, it always goes too far. There's always go-too-far guy, and we end up just getting tooled.
With bad political timing, because you got the goofy new governor who has to make a name.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't have a name for himself. He's not gay.
Well,
no.
He's not a solidified like political powerhouse like the New York governor. What's the New York dude?
Tacky.
McGreevy.
Well, the governor of New Jersey has gotten involved, so it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah, once the governor gets involved,
I guess we got to back up to Friday, or was it Thursday?
I don't know. I've lost track of.
I think it was last Thursday. Yeah, I think it was last Thursday. There was an assault on the media. Wait, what day did we do the eggnog drinking contest? It was that day, right? So that was Friday? All right, so Friday morning, just to back up to show you people where we were. We were getting ready for the eggnog drinking contest, and No Filter Paul was in town, and he did an assault on the media. He hit Channel 7 again. Channel 7 got hit with a lot of assaults on the media, and he was doing like his weather in front of Radio City Music Hall with the Rockettes, and No Filter Paul ran into the shot, like has been done, many, many times in the last year.
Yeah.
But I guess the cameraman, stepped in the way and blocked Paul. That's what Paul told us anyway. I honestly don't know what happened. But Bill Evans, called our boss, and he was very concerned for his safety and stuff. Very concerned, and he was scared, and he has kids and stuff. And we understand all that. The promotion was never supposed to get to that point. So there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and we promised Eric Logan that, we would let the contest just kind of fade away. It ran its course, and we gave him our word, especially Channel 7 because they got hit a lot.
Yeah.
So then the weekend, goes by, and then Monday goes by, and everything's fine and dandy.
We're not talking about it.
Not talking about it.
We have plenty of other things to talk about.
And we're also trying to figure out as a show how to, let the bit go away.
Yeah.
And then yesterday morning, one of our listeners hit another Channel 7 reporter.
Oof. Yeah, that wasn't the good part.
Hit another Channel 7 reporter. The timing couldn't have been worse, because we just gave Channel 7 our word that this promotion was going away. Mm-hmm. Not only did this kid hit the reporter, not hit, but I mean hit meaning the live shot, but he used an air horn, and supposedly the reporter got injured.
An air horn
from the air horn. That's all we know. That's all we know.
It ain't like it was Dr. D. David Schultz and he smacked him. Ruptured his whole face.
Well, this whole thing was supposed to be, to get the name up there and have some fun making these reporters have to go through awkward moments. That was it. Sign being held up in the background, yelling from the background, and if the guy wanted to have an air horn and toot it as he's walking in the background, that was, their prerogative too. But as we put on all the websites, no one was supposed to touch, interfere, or injure anybody.
Harm.
Yeah, that was doing the report.
So he did it right up on his face.
I don't know.
We have no idea.
See shit.
We haven't seen the video or anything.
I didn't see. Apparently there isn't any.
And supposedly they don't have video because it's their policy or something when this goes on to move the camera, and they said something like cut the sound or something.
That's what they did.
So that happened yesterday. We didn't acknowledge it on the air. That's why, if you were listening to yesterday's show, right at the top of the show, I said something like, "Oh no, because the guy that did that assault on the media was on hold.
On the phone, he wanted to call up and let us know.
But we gave Eric Logan our word that we were going to move on from this promotion, so we didn't touch it. We just let it sit there. And then I guess all hell broke loose yesterday. All hell broke loose, and it's getting worse. Mm-hmm. Because then the governor of New Jersey got involved. And the Star Ledger is reporting, Opie and Anthony fan disrupts live broadcast. I'll just read this. An Opie and Anthony fan took the radio duo's assault on the media contest literally when he sounded an air horn in the ear of WABC 7 reporter Anthony Johnson during a live broadcast Tuesday morning in Ocean Township. Johnson was at a Hess station on Route 35 shortly after 7 a.m. reporting on the snowfall when a man carrying an Opie and Anthony bumper sticker lunged into frame. WABC, like most TV news operations, has a policy against televising attention-seeking stunts, so the sound cut out and the camera spun away before viewers got a chance to see or hear the air horn go off. Ocean Township Police questioned the man, whom they would not identify, but no charges were filed. He faces a possible assault charge if Johnson suffered hearing damage. William McFarland, WABC Assistant News Director, said he had spoken with Johnson, but declined to elaborate on his condition or the station's legal plans. The safety and health of our employees is of the utmost importance to us, McFarland said. We're doing what we have to do to make sure our employees are safe in the field so that we can serve the viewer and fulfill our license. Greg Opie Hughes and Anthony Cumia host the show on XM Satellite Radio. They were fired by WNEW in 2002 after a stunt in which a couple was taped having sex in St. Patrick's Cathedral. The duo have an ongoing contest on their show called Assault on the Media, where they invite listeners to disrupt live TV broadcasts by waving signs, stickers, or other Opie and Anthony paraphernalia. Their website, FoundryMusic.com, contains a list of rules for the game, including, and this is in big letters, do not touch the reporters. You're trying to promote a radio show, not injure somebody. And don't pick fights with producers, and don't get nasty with anyone. This appears to be the unfortunate and irresponsible act of an individual, XM official said in a statement. We do not condone this behavior at all. Meanwhile, Governor Richard Cody's office issued a statement of its own condemning the incident, encouraging fans to intervene in live news shots is inappropriate and dangerous, Cody said. The person who committed this act should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That's only part of his statement. The rest of the statement's really ugly, actually. Encouraging fans to intervene in live news shots is inappropriate and dangerous. Today, a fan sounded an air horn in a reporter's ear, and this action may result in permanent hearing damage for the reporter who was harassed. Reporters are professionals who provide a great service to the public by delivering news. They should be treated with respect and not antagonized as part of a radio show gag. I won't tolerate anything less in our state. The person who committed this act should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I wish Mr. Johnson a speedy and healthy recovery.
Well, he's a black reporter. He might let this die. If he's not damaged, he's not gonna pretend he's damaged. You understand what I'm saying?
You know that? Yeah.
Black guys don't do that.
No.
No. I'm telling you. Yeah. He's not gonna go. If his hearing, he's just gonna be like, fuck it, man. It's cool, man. It's cool. They was fucking around. If it's a white Anthony Johnson, he might go, the whole, oh God, my inner. My third inner lobe or whatever the fuck is in your ear or whatever,
Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Because
don't worry about it, fellas.
You've been through this too many times. I have no clue how it works out.
So this is a bad gut here for you.
Oh yeah, this is not a good
one of those
whatsoever.
Again, like, oh boy.
Have you ever had this feeling and it worked out okay? This particular feeling that you guys are exhibiting right now.
No.
It has never worked out okay with this feeling that you both have right now.
This feeling right now? No, never worked out. Okay.
No.
Always a disaster.
So you had this feeling, evidently, with last time. You had this feeling.
And for the newbies, that do this type of radio, you do something really crazy and everyone's talking behind the scenes, right, after the show, where you did this crazy thing, let's say, and then the next day you're on the air. So as a newbie...
how
the newbies
cute,
are like, look, we're going to be fine. We're on the air the next day.
Oh, they'd have pulled us off if it was that
off already.
But no, it's called they're figuring it out day. Where you're on the air.
Feeling with the NEW situation.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Same exact feeling you have right now.
Yeah,
and the same exact feeling with
the mayor,
Menino
up there in Boston. Same feeling.
And that was easy. And this is the third feeling you've had like this.
Absolutely.
Third time.
And the crazy thing is, Eric Logan, our boss, he's usually up at this time, and he's not really talking to us this morning. So that scares the shit out of me. He's not really talking.
Well, because he's a supporter, so he's probably getting pressure from somebody. Eric is trying to figure out how to get it right for you guys.
Well, that's what day 2 is. That's what the second day when you're on the air and the newbie thinks that everything's cool because you're on the air. That's actually the day that behind the scenes all hell is breaking loose.
Yeah, you got your supporters.
There's meetings, and they're going back and forth, and then,
You know what they're doing? They're typing up numbers.
Then you get
They're typing up numbers. They're typing up seeing what kind of money you guys are making and potentially going to make, and that's it. The last time, it was the Catholic Church. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a new goofy governor who's trying to say things like prosecute the air horn guy. If he's been in the game long enough, he wouldn't even bother with saying that. That's just something he's trying to do to get some type of new, like, okay, I'm the gangster in town.
This is the mayor or the governor that is leaving.
No. This is the guy that's going.
Yeah, he's the guy that's kind of in there until one gets in, right?
Okay,
is that what I'm...
Governor Cody? I don't know.
Cody's the guy just got...
He's the guy, right?
I think he's the guy who just got voted in, right?
He's the replacement.
Nah,
Derek, do you know?
He was the replacement for
Yeah, he's like the replacement guy.
Yeah. He's the acting governor.
So who's the new... McGovern is the new... I live in Jersey. I don't even know this shit, man. I'm a mess.
He's the acting governor.
But so he's out of here as soon as the other one gets inaugurated.
At some point, yeah.
Okay, so look, man. He needs to say something. You know what I mean? He needs to make a little noise.
Never had the governor make a statement. Never had that. Had the mayor.
We've had mayors.
Mayors make statements.
Yeah, the mayors are usually the ones making statements.
Yeah, Giuliani.
On our behalf.
But they're just bored. Anthony Johnson is not going to make a big deal out of this. His ears are okay. This one guy, you got to stop blaming him. We got to start throwing this air horn guy under the bus right now.
Throw the air horn guy under the bus.
Listen.
It was amazing because we were deconstructing the whole promotion, and we told ABC, yeah, don't worry about it. You know, it won't happen again. And then it happened.
You didn't go back on your word.
And then no, I know. We didn't encourage it, but, you know. Unfortunately, you know, we have an assault on the media yesterday, and it's Channel 7. Yeah. Oi. So that's where we're at, and I don't know.
Getting a lot of good luck bros.
None of us have slept. I don't know.
We're looking. I think Elo is setting up. We're gonna have a pie throwing thing where people throw pies in our face. For any of you hardcore old-time listeners.
Let's say hi to Heather in New Jersey. Heather.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hey, Heather.
I just wanted to say that I saw the assault yesterday, and the guy didn't have the air horn anywhere near the reporter's ear.
Right.
It was down by his side, so if anything, he heard it just as loudly as the reporter did.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Well, I'm hoping the reporter's fine. That's for sure, because that wasn't
Was there a black reporter?
That wasn't what we were trying to accomplish, to actually hurt someone physically. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
And we tried to stress in the rules of this thing, anytime it came up, that is not what this was all about. But it's anytime we give any type of liberties to the listeners out there.
Creative license.
Yeah, anytime the show leaves this studio and goes elsewhere, and a listener is the one that's kind of running the show at that point, figuratively speaking, it just never ends up good. At the beginning, it's fine. It's all fun and games. Everyone's happy about it, even management, things like that. And then it just hits a point where someone will just fuck it up. And we're sitting here in the studio, and it's out of our hands, you know?
Yeah. Well, good luck, guys.
Good luck, bro.
Thanks, Heather.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Let's say hi to Larry in Philly. Larry, what's up?
Yo, guys, I was calling to talk about Lou, the Tourette syndrome guy, but this is all fucked up.
Yeah, we found a great new guy yesterday, too, man.
Oh, he was hilarious.
Lewis was hilarious. I got so many phone calls about that as well yesterday.
Dude, I nearly crashed my car on the way to volleyball.
Yeah, we should just play Lewis from yesterday
until
we get a call from Eric Logan. Yes.
Hey, real quick, I think this guy's full of shit. I think they're making it up with the whole ear-hurting thing just to think about you guys.
Well, what happened was, I mean, WABC is so pissed it's not even funny. They got hit so many times with this assault on the media thing. I don't know why they got hit the most. Maybe they have more reporters out on the street than anyone. I don't know. But time and time again, they were getting hit and hit and hit and hit. And then it blew up, late last week with Bill Evans, the weather guy. And, then it was obvious we had to stop this promotion because it was just completely spinning out of control. And, we were figuring out the best way to just unravel the whole thing. And then, it's just unbelievable, the timing yesterday, that it happens to WABC again.
It was
again.
Just awful timing.
But even if you wanted to say, hey, everybody, stop. We're not condoning this anymore. It's over. It's all on the media.
Yeah.
There's going to be 85 assholes that still do it.
No,
they'll go.
Honestly, they're not going to do it. They won't do it.
No.
They will not do it. The assault on the media contest is over. Trust me on this one.
Done.
It is over.
There's no choice in the matter. It's just done. We were watching the news this morning, and Channel 7 here in New York had a remote out on the street, and I was just biting my tongue watching, going, oh, no, please don't. No, please. Because I said, if some guy comes running out behind this guy, I'm going in the office, I'm packing my shit up, and I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving because it's over, Johnny.
All right, well, look, instead of moping, let's just make a new plan.
A new plan.
Make a new plan. What's the new plan, fellas?
The new plan is...
In case this blows up, what's the next place
The new plan, I got to tell you, I love Howard Stern. I think he's a brilliant broadcaster.
To be part of that team would be an honor.
I'm willing to admit he's invented everything.
There got to be some place where look. There's some third world countries that don't have satellites.
It's just going to be ham radio.
Opie and Anthony live from Budapest.
Ham fucking radio operators is what we're going to be.
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony radio show. Broadcasting from an old tanker ship off the coast of...
Oh, what's that?
That's your phone?
That's yours?
Sorry, turn it off.
Maybe Elo's calling you.
Yo, Patrice, get out of there. You don't want to be tied to this shit.
Yeah, get out of there now.
Get out now, Patrice.
Let me tell you how pathetic I am right now, right? We are desperately waiting for a phone call from Eric Logan to say that somehow this will be okay. Even if they have to suspend us, take some money, I don't care. Just get us through this.
Well, let me tell you, the suspension won't make me feel any better because that's also in line with what happens. We do the show. Then management figures it out during the show we do. The awkward, we think we're getting fired show, by the way.
Right, which we're doing right now.
Which is what you're hearing right now. And then the next day or so is when the suspension comes in as they investigate what happened. But they keep telling us, it's cool, we'll get you back on. This is just, we want to know exactly what happened. And then about a week later, we're done.
Yeah.
That's when we get booted out.
This is how pathetic I am, though. We're desperately waiting for a phone call from Eric Logan, and Patrice's phone rang with the old-fashioned ring. And I was thinking to myself, maybe in the middle of the night I changed the ring of my phone. I swear to God.
Is that like the old hotline at the White House?
That's how desperate I am right now. I'm like, maybe in the middle of the night when I was trying to turn off the BlackBerry, I changed the ringer by accident.
The ring.
I'm a guy that has the luck of fucking, the worst luck in the world when it comes to this. I've burned 10,000 bridges.
Oh.
I just don't. I always look for a way to logistically get out of a situation. I'm telling you, this air horn guy, they can't get you on the Hitler and Charles Manson deal where somebody else just does a bunch of shit in your behalf.
But
you know
it's
what I'm
on
saying?
our behalf, he says, and yeah.
It's just not. It's over. Y'all canceled it. You got proof that you said don't do it yesterday, and this guy went against your will. Period. And he's the only guy that did the dumb shit.
Well, that certainly
the air horn
good
thing.
enough.
I know it sounds good. I'm trying to cheer you guys up, but I'm saying.
Well, we stuck with our word, too, because the guy called in immediately yesterday, and that's why I was going,
you stuck to your word, which gives you
we didn't go to the phone call, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen today.
Is Brian Regan in town? Should have him on the show today.
Let's say hi to Brad in Atlanta. Brad, what's up?
Good morning, boys.
Hey, Brad.
Big Black Daddy.
What's going on, sweetie?
I just wanted to say, man, I talked to Anthony on MySpace. O&A saved my life. At one point in time, I was in a pretty dark place, and they kept me around on this planet. I got 6 XM radios. If you guys go, they're all out the window.
Good man.
Yeah.
All right, Brad.
And pests, behave yourself.
Sir. Yeah, you got to behave yourselves.
Later, guys.
Thank you. Let's go to Chris in Detroit. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
XM's not really that stupid to fucking fire you guys, right? I mean, everybody who listens will cancel.
It has nothing to do with stupid or anything. It's what's called business.
They're trying to get marketplace. So if they cancel you guys, I cancel my XM and return the one I got from my dad and go to Sirius.
Well, it's...
I mean, this isn't like NEW. I mean, that shit's free. This is a pay subscription.
It's not. It truly.
Well, Anthony, you know, absorb that point there.
I will absorb
that point that the listeners have power in this situation right now. The listeners have power in this situation right now. This is what I'm saying. If you just fucking get one, just pull that one bit of Italian anger out right now, right?
I'm too beaten.
You really are so attached to entitled white people right now that you just think how they think. Well, if I was him, I'd get rid of me too. But listen, the dude is saying that he'll throw his XM radio out the window if you guys leave, and he has that power. It's actually power. Because he pays for this shit.
I would love to hold my head up high.
It's bullshit.
I'd love to hold my head up high and start
you're like a newbie going into the war, man.
I know.
Shut up.
It's over. I will be down with you guys.
Right now. I'm like I'm like the Oprah character in The Color Purple.
Yes, that's what.
I was all full of piss and vinegar and feeling good and sassy.
Now your left eye's closed.
My left eye's closed. I got my head down in the plate, and I'm just like, yes,
Let's just sing some slave songs now.
Oh, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris. We shall overcome.
Just like a newbie. You're right. All right. You guys know better than I do.
I appreciate your energy, Patrice, and your
you're great.
Your optimism is fantastic. But it's like
that.
Let's put it this way: we're on our second tour in the Nam.
Yeah.
You're one of the replacements.
I'm Charlie Sheen.
You just got off the chopper. You got all the gear you don't need.
Welcome
shit
to
on
the
your
Nam,
back.
boy.
Yeah, you just graduated West Point and you're ready to go, man.
We got to show you all the shit in your backpack that you got to just leave back at the base.
Oh, ants are biting me and everything. But I'm like, hey, man.
You're all clean cut. You got your nice hairdo. Look at us. Our hair's a little longer. You can see the drugs are taking over our eyes.
You got the 1,000-yard stare. I don't have the 1,000-yard stare yet. Oh, shit.
We've seen so many people go down. It's just...
We've seen it all.
Oh, no.
And I don't know.
I'm a cherry.
Here's the problem, Patrice. What happens from this point on, things tend to just spin out of control. Out of everyone's
snowball
control.
effect.
The snowball effect. You know?
And it all depends on how deep the snow is, how steep the hill is, and how big the snowball gets.
That's right.
Because the media can really push that thing down the hill. And then when it gets big enough, it hits a little cottage at the bottom called the O&A show.
So they couldn't have spent it out of control before the air horn guy? They can't. They couldn't have gone, hey, these guys are interrupting the news, man. Okay, how about instead of the air horn, somebody goes, you know what? They interrupt me right when I was giving everyone in the world the place and the time to go to save their lives because there's a terrorist attack.
Right.
And right when I was getting ready to say, go on 116th Street, there's a underground, and somebody goes, oh, hey! And then fucks it up. They couldn't have did it then. Do you understand what I'm saying? It took an air horn to possibly fuck up somebody's ears for this particular stunt, for them to decide that they can stop.
Well, we were starting
you understand?
We were starting to realize that this promotion was running its course, you know?
Because when it started, there really wasn't anything anyone could do about it because it was just holding up a sign behind the reporter. I mean, they got a goddamn Ambien commercial that's doing the same thing now. They're goofing on, a reporter that's standing there and the Ambien guy's standing behind the reporter. But then there's just this escalation.
I'm going to use the Ambien defense, by the way.
Oh, is that what you're going to use?
That's what I'm saying. Don't
the Ambien defense.
Get the Ambien defense.
Because that's the spirit of the whole thing. And even yelling, Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio. The guy with the trumpet was funny because he was way in the background. Things like that, just to get the name and the sign out there. But then it ends up this competition It ended up this competition that just had to escalate into something we never wanted to happen.
So if they, say if they had just kept holding the signs up.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Oh,
the media didn't like it. I mean, they couldn't have liked it anyway. And at any point in time.
Well, that was the original spirit of the thing, and yeah, that would have been fine. I mean, you know, a sign is being held up in the background. People,
but they don't have a sense of
throw up
humor
gang
anyway.
signs in the background sometimes. You see that shit going on, and you know that's fine. But you know, when it gets to the point now where a reporter is saying that he's injured and things like that, that's what we put in the rules to keep shit from that happening.
We got to take a break.
Opie, you've had a meeting?
We got to take a break.
All right.
We got to take a break.
Let's take a break.
This is what's going to happen. We're going to take a break. We got Patrice O'Neill in studio. After the break, is it a short break?
Long break.
Oh, long break.
How long?
All right, it's going to be
2 years. All right, I'm just gonna.
The last time this happened, our break lasted 2 years, 3 months.
I'm just gonna say it just in case. Your mom's box.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I refuse to say it today.
Your mom's box.
All right, here's the deal. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break that's going to last maybe about 40 minutes. Hopefully. We're going to take a break. And we're going to play our new friend, Louis. Louis the Tourette's comic from yesterday. That happened late in the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right? In case you missed it. It was great radio yesterday. It was great radio. And then hopefully we'll have an update after the Louis thing from yesterday, okay?
Your mom's box.
What? What? What do you want to do? What? There's a lot of tension in here today. I'm sweating. All right, let's get... And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program.
Hey.
The ONA virus spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio.
Ooh.
A lot of people very, very confused right now. I know.
I was going to trip them all up and say, oh, it's hot today. Hot day today. Hot summer day. Let them think it's best of. No. We're back after an extended break. First one of those we've had to do in quite some time.
Correct, Anthony, correct.
Those phone calls.
Anyway, where are we? There's a lot of people just waking up right now. We got ourselves in a bit of a quandary with this assault on the media contest that is now officially over. Done.
Yeah.
Absolutely done.
It went to a place that wasn't intended. Kind of liked the way it was when it first started. Everyone did. I mean, we didn't see any problems in it, any dangers in it. It's just holding up signs. And then they started playing the top of this game with each other, I guess, and got out of hand. So now, look, now it's got to stop. Thank you very much. And it's over.
And it's over, Johnny. Yeah, we got a governor involved.
Hey, governor.
The governor of New Jersey's involved.
How did he get involved?
I have no idea.
Where's the
that's
chain of command that goes from the news to the news guy to the news office to the governor?
I have no idea. But a reporter was injured by an air horn. That's all we know right now.
Yeah.
And the governor got involved. He's very pissed off. ABC TV's very pissed off.
Yeah.
Our company's very pissed off at us.
Oh, yeah.
So here we sit.
You think somebody's up there saying that you guys are the Terrell Owens of radio?
Of course.
We just, I got to be honest, we don't try to do this shit. Like, people call us out all the time. Look at what I got to read. I call Bravo Sierra. It's a fake suspension in the works. Don't insult my intelligence with this fake thing. Dude, I want you to come down here, and after we just punch you in the face a few times, I want to throw you in an office so you can listen to some of the fucking phone calls we've been sitting through.
So you can listen to some of the fake phone calls.
And then tell me. Maybe when you're working at the deli fucking counter or the gas station, shithead, you don't get suspended for stuff. You just get fired for dipping into the till and stealing the cigarette money. But I can assure you that the emotions that we're feeling and felt since we got on the show this morning are authentic. The lack of sleep I got last night was based on the previous times this has happened to us. And it isn't some wacky fucking radio bit, jerk off. And if I didn't ban you from instant feedback, I'd mention your name, but I don't have to look at another one of your snide bullshit comments. Because you're done. You're done. Your input on the show, your input on this program, sir, is finished. It's done. You will now no longer ever have a say on the Opie and Anthony show. Happy? You should have the right to say, yeah, maybe you should. Not in country, Anthony. This is Anthony country, instant feedback. This is my nation right here. I exile motherfuckers. I downright kill people on this thing.
President Anthony, you have a boogie on your nose. You're gone.
Gone. Click.
Blam. Click. The emperor has boogies.
That's it. And I don't have to put up with shit like that. You know what it's like?
Is the governor of New Jersey in on the cute radio bit?
Yeah. That's what it is.
With the cute fake suspension?
It's these assholes, man. It's like taking a fucking beating and then going into a room just black and blued and bleeding, and some guy goes, you fucking bullshit, man. No one touched you. Well, I'm not putting up with any of that crap.
Well, here's the deal. We just talked to Eric Logan. That's why he had to sit through a 40-minute bit there. It was a great bit, though, from yesterday. A lot of people haven't heard that yet.
Seem to enjoy it.
The instant feedback in between, hey, what the fuck's going on? There was others going, wow, this is really funny.
Yeah.
Because there are people out there that have no fucking clue, and they're just listening to the radio, because they could care less, and they're laughing along because that bit was funny, but they don't know why we were playing that bit, and they could care less.
Yeah.
They're at work right now in their cubicle. All they know is they tuned in the radio, heard something they haven't heard, laughed really hard, turned off their XM and their car, went into work.
Right.
No idea. Most people listen to radio for, 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
So a lot of people heard that 20 minutes and will never know what's going on. They will have no clue.
Yeah.
So we had to play that because Eric Logan wanted to talk to us, and he's...
How'd it go?
He's telling us, trust me, you guys will be just fine.
Yeah.
Now, a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed newcomer to the game like me would go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
But I have a funny feeling that old-school gangsters like yourself see something different.
We've heard it.
This is the first time we're actually doing a radio show with our coats on.
We have our coats on. The staff is
I
a little
noticed that.
disturbed.
I was getting ready to take mine off, but it's just...
You might want to keep your coat on, Patrice.
And it has nothing to do with cold, right?
You might want to keep your coat on.
The staff was a little disturbed when they saw us put our coats on in the office while we were taking our conference call with ELO.
Look, here's the deal. We'll fight this. We know that we do a very, very good radio show. We know we have a huge fan base, and we'll get through this. ELO's saying we're going to be fine.
And no single bit is the show. So, obviously we'll come up with something else. We always do. It's just these things happen, and in order for us to keep broadcasting to you, the faithful fans, we can no longer do the assault on the media. It got out of control.
Well, it was running its course. It's okay. I was telling Eric Logan last night when I was talking to him, I'm like, there are times in our career, Anthony and I will come up with this great bit or whatever, and all of a sudden, management gets really scared and pulls it right away. And as a broadcaster and as someone that comes up with this stuff, this creative crap, you get really bummed because you think about the possibilities in your head, like, wow, we could have a lot of fun with this on the radio. It'll create talk, blah, blah, blah. And then when it's pulled before it ever has the chance to grow, you get really, really bummed out because you wonder what the possibility would have been or could have been. With this bit, we were able to, take it as far as we could possibly take it. I even told Anthony on the way home as we're walking on the sidewalk, I'm like, what do we expect? This thing had to end ugly. It had to end ugly.
Yeah, and I started laughing because quickly I ran it through my head, and yeah, there was no other way this bit could have ended but with a huge problem.
No, because we got excited, you know.
We get caught up in the moments, and you see them
some of these people for not stopping you?
Huh?
Why don't you just scream at some of these people at XM for not... Don't you know to stop this?
We are children, you idiot.
We don't know any better. Why
That's
don't
right.
you just...
You be the responsible
Take no responsibility for what you do. You run it by them, and then you, as they accept it, you go, okay.
That's why kids have babysitters.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever just let your kids run wild in your house without a babysitter?
Your kid alone.
Yeah, I blame them for not having a babysitter.
When you go, hey, fellas, oh, you know what? Social media, I like it. Go ahead, take it, run with it. And you go, you leave. Before you leave, you tape yourself, you tape the conversation, and you go, are you sure? And they go, yeah, go ahead. Okay. Right. I don't know what's going to happen.
All right. Well, here's how many guys out there, this kind of will give you an indication on how we feel about certain bits and why we keep doing them when we know it might be getting out of control. How many guys, and I want you to be honest, have ever had sex with a girl, you had no clue who they were, what they have, you wanted to use a condom, wasn't one around, and you just figured, what the fuck, I'm going to do it. Patrice. Everyone's raising their fucking hand. It's at some point in your life, you've done this, knowing it is not in your best interest to do this. But are you going to pass up such a good time and feeling so good?
I was walking in the office. I was pacing back and forth in the office like I was waiting for the doctor to call to say, yeah, the tests are back and you're fine.
That's how it is.
That's exactly the point of what I'm saying about leaving the office. Now, let's say that you go to do this raw activity that you ain't supposed to do.
Right.
And you ask the girl, you say, listen, can I sleep with you without a condom? And she goes, okay. What are you going to do? If she goes, all right, she's wanting, all right, you can if you want. That's the whole point. Now, let me ask you a question. One of these three particular stunts, including this one.
Yeah.
We had a couple of
Not stunts, I'm saying, but they end up stunts after they get ready to fire you. They call
them right
in
after
the beginning. They're great ideas.
Great ideas.
Stunts. Have you ever been married, like just artistically married to any three of these things? Like where you go, this is fantastic. I love, like you really, truly loved it enough to suffer through it.
Not so much the first one.
No, here's the when we told all of Boston that the mayor died in a fiery car crash for April Fools.
Pretty spontaneous.
We just wanted out of Boston. We'll admit that now. We were being treated like shit. We weren't being paid well. And back then in radio, it was a known fact that if you do this edgy radio and you get fired and you had some talent behind the edginess, you were going to get a better job and you were going to get more money.
In a better
It was
market.
a fact. A lot of jocks did it. You know, you name them, they did it.
Yep.
Okay. So we knew we were on the cusp of something much bigger than what we were doing in Boston, so we were taking chances. We didn't care anymore, and they didn't show any respect for us or what we do up there. So we said, "Fuck it," you know. That is the truth.
But knowing on April Fools that you say, hey, that you go, hey, the mayor died in a car crash, and you can go, April Fools, that wasn't protection against the firing.
It's not. We can rationalize. We're great at rationalizing things. All of these things we've done, we've rationalized them in our heads.
But April Fools was no protection for that.
We figured it's April Fools. We're putting out this news that the mayor was dead.
Okay.
Who the fuck is going to believe the Opie and Anthony show?
But there was no escape out of that to go April Fools. April Fools, we was joking. I mean,
this is where we're so fucking twisted and stupid and have absolutely no filter, and that's why this show works on some level. We knew the show was ending soon, and we decided never to say April Fools. We just said,
we never did say April Fools.
We just said it has to be understood because it's April Fools. Eric, you shouldn't have handed this out because we're gonna lead to that. Because now you distracted everybody. Until we don't have jobs anymore, you're gonna have to listen to the Opster. just ignore that he handed that to you because that's where this is leading.
Ignore that.
Anyway, so you know, we did it, and next thing you know, our phone rang immediately. New York was calling. 2 stations in New York wanted us to broadcast immediately. So it worked. It worked in the end. But then Ant and I learned. We learned because then we were a little happier at NEW.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to get fired. Why would you
Of course
want?
not.
Why would you want to get fired from something you really, really like doing? Like if you love having sex, why would you ever put yourself in the position where you can never have sex again?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense unless it's really bad sex, I guess. And then the NEW thing was one of these things where it just, you know, it just blew out of control.
Again,
on us.
we can rationalize it. We had done it for years before. It was sponsored. Management had complete knowledge of it, and we hadn't gotten in trouble for it before.
Would you have fought? Like, what I'm saying is that bit, right?
Yeah.
Would you have fought? Like, if they said, "Listen, I see bad things coming for this bit," did you believe in it so much that you might have said, "Look, man, this is so good that we're gonna we'll take consequences for it"?
Yeah, they've done that with a couple of bits back at NEW. They told us, "Look, you can't do this anymore," and we just go, you're taking away our bits and our."
So would you have screamed if they had said, "Nah, this assault on the media, looks like it has the potential to have something bad go on."
Well,
if they had said, "Don't do it," right at the top, would you have been a little upset, just out of pure defiance, or would you have been able to see the consequences?
No,
eventually?
we'd have been pissed.
We would have been really pissed.
We would have been pissed. But as it went on, if somebody, I guess, saw an escalation. But the escalation kind of kicked up pretty quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, the escalation happened all within the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Truly. Before that, the whole concept had no problem.
Yeah, I don't think
because it was mostly religion. It was a movement. Then that's a whole nother. That's just like if you offend, you know, a racial thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you offend the entire black community or entire Latino community, right?
Yeah.
But like this one, like I don't have the 1,000-yard stare yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just got off the cherry.
You did. Just,
you know,
just got off the boat.
cleaning up the shit stoves and
yes, pouring the diesel fuel in the shit house.
Smoking on the long gun handle of William Dafoe's. I ain't this here is Chris. He ain't Taylor no more. This here is Chris. So being that I'm new though, so that this particular stunt that it's not a movement. This is from a new eyes. That this is not a movement that you offended. This is one guy's kind of rambunctiousness and he fucks with a guy's ears, but it's still like, okay, let's say, like, remember, like I brought up earlier when Dr. D. David Schultz smacked John Stossel in the face, which is just classic genius to me back in the day. Dr. D got fired, but the whole company wasn't attacked because it was like one guy's thing that he did to another guy.
Right.
So I'm like, in my new eyes, I can't even see how could it escalate to the level of saying that the mayor's dead, or the whole church thing,
or the couple having sex at
the same pad. It's just such a non-movement.
Yeah, but
who does a movement? There's no movement to have you guys removed.
But the whole mayor's prank in Boston, I listened to that show a bunch of months ago. That thing sounded so ridiculous. It's not even funny. I was listening in, going, "Who would believe this?"
Yeah, it was so out there.
And when they fired
over the top, and they still fired us.
Yeah.
And here's the problem.
Did they tell you to get the fuck out of here, or did they?
No. This is all right. Listen.
Let
me take over a little bit here.
Okay.
This is what I want to explain because Eric Logan's like, guys, don't worry, just get back in there, do your show, and and just believe in me. He believes in the show, right? And we got off the phone, and I'm like, hey, man, I mean, I want to believe, excuse me, I want to believe in the guy, but we'll see what XM's all about, to be honest with you, because, we've heard these things in the past. When we did the mayor's prank, there was like an internal investigation, and we're in a hotel in a conference room, and this lady, what the hell was her name? That twat.
No
that
clue.
Twat that lied right to our eyes. We're sitting there. and they separated us, which is never a good sign because they want to know
L.A. Confidential, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
They want to know what I knew and what Anthony knew, who came up with the idea.
Opie just told me that you said
exactly.
trying to get us to roll,
and I'm like,
roll over on each other.
And I'm like, Anthony, well, let me tell you something about Anthony. Nah.
That nigga fucks chicken.
Right. Let me tell you something. I can find 10 Anthonys. You just go with me.
Trying to get us to
Fuck
roll.
that air conditioning motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's right.
Motherfucker.
That air conditioning salesman. I am Anthony.
I took him off the streets.
There's a million funny air conditioning guys out there.
I'm taking applications from refrigerator repairmen now.
Dude.
F these AC niggas.
Dude, the one thing I could tell you about our relationship, Anthony and I, we never even have to ask each other. Never.
Nope.
They've been playing this good cop, bad cop with us ever since we started our careers. I don't even have to ask Anthony ever if, he's going behind my back with some shit.
It's so funny.
Ever. It's just known that will never happen. That's a fact. Never asked him.
We actually laugh at the people that give it an attempt because no matter how sly they think they're being, we see it coming so early. It's like, oh, here they go.
Do you look through the double glass window at the person listening like...
Look through. They think it's just a big mirror on the wall.
I know somebody's back
Light
there.
up a cigarette, take a puff, look at the mirror, and even though you can't see anyone, you're looking right into their eyes.
Oh, Cape Fear style.
I know exactly where to look, so I can't see shit, but I'm looking right into your eyes.
That's right. Ooh. That's right. So, but how this all kind of relates, we're feeling a little better about the whole thing right now. We're not gonna try to lie and fake shit here, but we're still a little nervous because we've heard this. So we're in the hotel after the mayor's prank. They separate us, and she has a pad out and she's interviewing everybody involved with the dumb bit. And I'll never forget. I think she said it to both of us too. She goes, "All right, let's get this over with so we can get you guys back on the air."
And the
and then
ask all the questions.
That sounds really comforting. That sounds
it
really...
was. That's what pissed me off. She looked and said, all right, we'll get this investigation done. And then she was like an older woman, middle-aged to older, that you can tell might have been attractive in her youth. And then she looked at us, said, we'll get this questions and this investigation over. And then she curled, I could see her fucking face still. She curled her nose up in like a cute little fashion and went, get you guys back on the air.
She kind of had that Hillary Clinton look to her.
Yeah, so I'm looking, and you know what? It gave me hope.
That's
it was
right.
Because it's a down to earth
hope
kind of
right.
It was a kind of down to earth kind of. Well, I know it's bullshit.
And in her head,
it's my job.
In her head was, I already know these fucks are fired.
Right.
I just want to get as much info so I can know who else to fire.
Exactly.
Like the program
Who was
director
she?
and the general manager.
She was like
one general manager.
She was one of the corporate people that flew in for this.
Yeah.
So she was running a bunch of stations.
Get you guys back on the air.
And I worked with her in Rochester. She's like, oh, Opie, nice to see you again. So I was like, okay. All right.
And I'll never forget that feeling of fake hope that I had. And I felt like an asshole later when we did get fired. I was like, that bitch made me hope and think that everything was okay. And after that, never again.
And Patrice, I'll tell you,
that's why
I'll tell you right now,
hear this shit.
I pray that I bump into her someday.
So you gonna trash her?
And I'll spit right in her face, no problem.
Delicious.
No fucking problem.
Delicious.
Did you get the same fake hope for the church thing?
No, we had because of her. I kind of learned, and I really knew we were done.
No, not from your learning experience, but if you didn't have Boston happen to you, was there fake hope in that situation?
There was. They always try to know any fake hope.
Well,
they know if they walk up to you and just say, "You guys are fucked." Now you're going to sit down and you're going to spill the beans and tell us everything that happened. Then you're going to turn around and go, "You know something? You go fuck yourself. I'm not saying shit." So what they do is they never tell you you're going to be fired. They know you're going to be fired, but they want to get info out of you, so they tell you that there's an internal investigation. We just want to find out who is responsible for certain things. We're going to suspend the show. And you're thinking, all right, well, they would fire us if they were going to fire us, so it's just a suspension. We'll talk to these people. And it's in our head rationalized so well that we're going to talk, and it's going to be like fucking Perry Mason. You know, they're all going to go, well, ooh, look what Anthony just said. get back to work, guys. That made perfect sense. But it doesn't work like that. You go in, you're questioned, you answer the questions, and eventually...
Well, with the WNEW Sex for Sam thing, we get called in for a meeting. I guess it was the next day. I don't know exactly. And it was John Sykes. Another guy I will have no problem spitting in the face of.
Imagine if they're walking arm in arm down the street.
Absolutely no problem. And I'll tell you why. Because he sits us down, right? And he's like, oh, my God, you guys are, he goes, you guys are so freaking talented, blah, blah, blah. The company loves you. He goes, you guys just don't have to do this type of thing. You don't have to do these stunts.
Yeah.
And we were starting to understand that we didn't really need to do that. The whole stunt thing with this show served its purpose. And I don't regret any of them because it got our name out there and got people talking,
Right.
And that's the way you get people to listen, and then hopefully they hear the funny, and then there you go. You build the audience, in simple terms. So he's like, you guys don't have to do it. You're so talented. And he's basically giving us hope going, we'll get through this and blah, blah, blah. The same, we'll get through this crap. His phone, there you go.
Oh, John Sykes' phone is ringing in the middle of our meeting here that we're having.
Right.
Where
he's giving us hope. We're like,
giving us hope.
All of a sudden you're breathing for the first time in 24 hours. Like, I got some hope. I think we're going to skate.
And let me tell you who this guy was. He was the head muckety-muck over there at Infinity when Fareed, who was the head muckety-muck,
who loved us,
left. These are the guys that were right under Mel Karmazin at the time. Fareed loved us. He left. This guy, John, comes in. Not such a fan of ours. But he's telling us everything's going to be cool. Same stuff we've heard before. Don't worry about it. We'll get through this. Blah, blah, blah. His phone rings. He just was going, yep, yeah, okay, all right, bye. Click. I gotta go.
We'll talk soon.
But John, we're gonna wanna. Yeah, I gotta go. All of a sudden, we had leprosy. He walked out that door so quickly, and we later found out what that phone call was. It was
our firing was going down.
It was done right there. It was already being discussed. They called him, done, and said no.
To tell him this is what we're going to do in this situation.
And he's
wash
their fingerprints off you.
You could see it in his eyes.
And don't say another word to them because whatever you say, they might be able to turn around.
Because at this point they were still talking multi-million-dollar lawsuits and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a Donnie Brasco thing too, because it's like who's on your side?
Yeah.
Because we're getting rid of them too. So everybody has to make sure that I didn't. What's Al Pacino's character in that movie? It's like
everyone just covers their ass.
You got to go. But now is Eric Logan? Is his word law, or there's people above Eric Logan?
There's people above him.
There's people above him. There's people above everybody in corporate America.
He believes in the show. He believes that this show is going places.
I honestly believe in Eric Logan and believe that he enjoys the show. He sees the great potential that the show has.
You don't feel false hope in Eric. This is not a false. This is not a hey. It's going to.
But it has no idea. You know something?
He's been our biggest cheerleader at XM. So
if John Sykes was a fan of the show and sincerely meant, you guys will be all right, don't worry, and then that phone call comes in, things change. So that's the point we're at. We're never confident, no matter who tells us what, because that phone call comes in. Whether it's, the next guy up, or the next two guys up, or the friggin' cigarette-smoking guy from the X-Files calling, it's just, that's it. Game's over.
But is this company's direction the same way, like, say, HBO gets to be how it is because it can be not like ABC, not like CBS. It can be touchy, and it can be edgy, and it can be fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
Is XM... Is that their direction to go? We want to be as different from that confined thing on regular radio.
They want to be a bunch of different things. They want some of this edgy radio, but they also want sports. They also want some political
Which
talk.
Is great. It gives you diversity.
Really they want a lot of diversity.
Listening to. But as far as how they handle situations like this, how would regular radio handle a similar situation? And how does XM and the differences between the two? I don't know.
You think NEW fires you behind this thing?
For this?
I don't know.
No. No.
And there's no commercials on these things, right? It's like usually a sponsorship that says, that dictates someone's firing.
Well, the talk stations or our channel, we have commercials.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we have.
And I guess they're doing pretty well with that. So.
And we have sponsors, and there are corporate partnerships that XM has with certain corporations.
Right, okay, yeah.
So, that's the brave new world we kind of live in,
Right.
It's, where it used to be treading a fine line to watch the language you use on the air, now it's treading a fine line that you don't want to screw up relationships.
Right.
That's kind of the new place we're at.
Well, we'll see what kind of support we got,
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, what Eric was handing out in the middle of that.
Oh, let me read it now.
Well, the story made the New Jersey Star-Ledger.
Which really, is nothing.
Is whatever. But now, unfortunately for us, this isn't going to... I don't think this is going to work in our favor.
10-10 wins.
10-10 wins.
All news, all the time.
Meaning they're reading this copy on air every 15 minutes. And they'll do it all day long.
I'm John Montone.
You read this one, Anthony.
Ocean Township police have questioned a man suspected of blasting an air horn into the ear of a TV reporter during a live report. A man carrying a bumper sticker for the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite lunged at WABC TV's Anthony Johnson during a report on Tuesday's snowstorm. The station cut away so viewers never heard the horn go off in Johnson's ear. Police spoke to the man but have not released his name because he has not been charged. The New York TV station is deciding whether to pursue charges. Opie and Anthony have an ongoing contest. Had now.
It's not ongoing anymore. It's over, Johnny.
Called Assault on the Media, which listeners are encouraged to disrupt live reports by waving Opie and Anthony signs. The contest rules tell listeners not to touch reporters or pick fights. I do appreciate the news agencies so far, the two that have reported on this, and I hope any others that continue do the same. I do appreciate that they said what the contest rules were, that you don't injure or touch or in any way assault the reporters. That isn't what this was about. It's never what it was about. It was about just getting the Opie and Anthony name in the camera shot. And, it turned into that, and I do appreciate that the news is actually printing that. XM issued a statement calling the incident an irresponsible act of an individual. Acting Governor Cody says the person should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
There you go. So so where's that guy with the fake suspension shit? Now that it's hit 10-10 wins,
I don't know.
Radar.
I might read his follow-up instant feedback. That's right. He can't get through.
And I just been handing a note. WCBS 880 News is also running a piece on air. So there you go. Keep thinking it's a cute radio bit.
Boy, yeah,
that's all cute stuff.
Cute bit that kept me up all night last night. That I'm friggin' exhausted today.
Keep thinking that we're just playing into this.
That's what it is. You must be a real, a true fan of this show and know what it's all about to know that that's what we do all the time. We just do these fake, radio bits. Jackass.
Anyway.
Thank God Patrice is here today. That's all I got to say. Thank God.
I have 2 words to say.
Yes?
Tissue time.
Why don't we just get right back into... Dive in head first.
Time.
Get back on the horse. Get on the bicycle. Whatever analogy you want to use to get this show back on track. We get you guys back on track.
That's right.
Bitch.
Tissue time.
Yeah.
It'll make us all happy again, right?
I think I saw pictures of Michelle on. Was it Michelle? I believe it was on. Whackbag, which, by the way, is completely crashed.
Most of our fan sites are completely crashed right now.
The fans loved her. She's naked. You could see her from the waist up. She's laying on a bed with her beautiful breasts just, squished kind of together, and she's smiling into the camera. Cute girl. So, not one of those things where... you're listening to her and then you find out what she looks like and it kind of ruins the bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people on Whackbag really seem to enjoy her.
All right.
Is that her? Yeah. Look at that.
That's the girl that's been doing tissue time?
Yeah.
Well, all right. You asked for it, you got it. There's a topless picture of Michelle from Tissue Time on Whackbag.
There's some nice soggies, man.
TF, man. That is just TF titties she's got.
All right, very good. She's been the one that's been doing the Tissue Time. We're going to do Tissue Time today. Jerry's got a great question, and Ben, you got to help us out.
Jerry?
Ben's been on the phone all morning.
Though.
I'm looking into the office. Ben, come on in here. Jerry in Chicago, what's up?
Hey, have you guys...
Oh, look, there's our buddy on TV and his family.
What?
That's Cody. That's the governor.
That's Cody right there?
Yeah, and his wife and kids.
So yeah, that guy's gone soon.
Jerry in Chicago.
Hey, have you guys called Jimmy yet? He's got to be freaking...
Oh, my God.
That's why I wanted Ben in here.
We all got the Jimmy call last night.
It amazes me how Jimmy jumps into action when this shit goes down, man. He called all of us and was giving us speeches like he was our father.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, Jimmy, you sit where Patrice sits. You were part of probably 50 assaults on the media. Now you're going to tell us that it's wrong. Now you're going to tell us?
Anthony, it's Jim. We can't be doing these things where listeners are responsible for taking over the show anymore. It's not working. We get in trouble every time for this. I can't go through this anymore.
And then in the back,
Jimmy Norton.
Wait, he was that calm when he talked to you?
Oh my God!
Yeah, I think he had already been riled up enough between your guys.
This is all I said to him was, yeah, yeah, I know, you're right, yes, you're right. Then I'm thinking, some of the shit that comes out of his mouth,
some of the shit that goes into his mouth. That piece of, what speech can he give? Honey, get out. I said stop shitting on me. This is serious business here. Anthony, Opie, how can you do this?
All of a sudden,
sweetie, could you stop peeing on my toes for 5 minutes?
All of a sudden, he's the voice of reason. I'm looking at my cell phone like you're the voice of reason. Some of the shit he says in this program
I
can
just
get us
bought
in
a
some
place.
serious trouble.
I've been gone 2 days, and you guys fucked up. It's what the fuck? I'm in L.A. I can't control this. You guys fucked up. I'm pissed off. We're going to get fired.
Here it is through the Jimmy translator.
I just bought a very expensive place.
Fucking
the HBO thing is going good, but it's not paying all the bills. What are you guys crazy? I need a steady fucking paycheck.
Why would a person who gets dumped on by trannies buy a $7 billion? You should have a roommate like me. I know my career can take a plunge at any moment. So I have
and
to
you're not
going to
be in
pay
poverty,
my rent.
right?
See, you're with us. See, people are very surprised at this fact, but Anthony and I still don't own.
We rent.
We still rent because we don't even believe.
Because at any moment, you two...
We need a professional babysitter. I'm saying it right now.
Put it this way.
We have
Don't
no
blame
filter.
Yourselves. Do not blame yourselves.
Well, we do have a filter, but it's as big as a fishing net right now. We need to make it more into a colander.
Everything I own can be put in one of those garage storage things that you rent. No. Everything I own.
No.
Smart.
I don't own that much.
I'm even better than you. I could fit everything I own, no joke, in my truck, in my SUV.
Your couch?
Well,
your big screen TV?
I've done it over the years. You know, when this shit happens, you got to move or whatever.
Oh, I know, moving.
You just pile it out front, and you get new stuff eventually.
Oh, so you're not even taking anything?
It's not that nice.
I could put everything in a storage
container. It's not worth the hassle of getting the U-Haul and trying to find one stupid friend that's going to help you move.
And live in my car as the repo man chases me.
Drag it out onto the street.
Yeah.
You know, there's some things I want. My clothes, obviously. You know, dumb shit, and that's it. And then you move on.
You guys should. This is what you should do.
I want to own a house.
Plan. This is the new plan.
New plan.
And I'm just covering for a guy who covers for another guy. And I want y'all to stay. You always run it by the people, right?
Yeah.
And when it goes down, you're able to blame them for letting you do it. You always put yourself, and this is the thing, you announce the plan. This is what you do on the station, on the air. Announce the plan, like the next crazy thing, like the next assault on whatever. You announce it to the fans and go, hey, we got this great plan. We got this great idea. We're gonna run it by the people.
We're going to run it by management.
You let everybody know the process of something like the assault on the media. You let them know the process. You go, we got this plan for assault on the media. It ain't going on yet because we didn't ask permission. We're going to ask permission. Come back and they say, they gave us permission, everybody.
See, here's what happens, though. Here's what happens when you're an entertainer on the radio. You come up with an idea. You know if you run it past management, they're going to say no.
No. They always say
no.
no.
If you do
This is our life.
You know if you do it, and they kind of have an idea that you're doing it, it'll get sponsorship. You'll be able to do it for a while. If it really takes off and becomes popular, they'll like pat you on the back a little bit, and things are going well. But if you ask, they say no.
Well, come back and tell them they say no.
And here's why: they know your plan before we know your plan. They know that if we come to them with a plan, they say no, because if they said yes, they're responsible, and they're not that stupid.
Right. You can tell the listeners, they said no again.
Yeah.
We thought that was going to be a good plan, but they just keep saying no.
And there's a reason management manages. They weren't good at doing this. Everybody wanted to be on the radio. We all started in college radio, and some had it, and others went behind the scenes.
The trick to radio success,
and some of them were very, very successful behind the scenes,
is balls. Is having a set of balls big enough to take the chance that you're going to get your ass thrown out of your job, and hopefully you parlay it into a better job.
I never have comfort. I just don't understand what comfort is. That's why I buy things. I'm surprised I pay for my truck. I'm very surprised that I didn't buy another used car just so I know I have something in case it all comes crashing down.
And Repo Man comes and takes your vehicle that you owe money on.
Comfortable. How can a guy who gets raped and peed on a regular basis feel comfortable that his career is going to continue to have an upswing? That corporate America can allow a guy to get dumped on his little goofy chest.
Shouldn't he expect that his life should just crumble because the job will go away?
Right. He's like, I have a sexual deviance problem, which people don't really like that much. No. You know what? Let me just buy something in my means, a small ranch home in ranch-style home in Connecticut for a couple of $1,000 or whatever, and that'll be my thing. But not elaborate mansions at the Trump.
He's crazy.
Whatever.
He's crazy. All right, let's go to the phone and say hi to Steve in North Carolina. Steve, what's up?
Hey, I don't want to scare Anthony, but I think I see Elo out in the parking lot unscrewing a door on a car.
Is he taking my door? Bastard. Just got that for me.
Very good.
He loves unscrewing my door.
Let's go to Kyle in Virginia. Kyle.
Hey, you guys going to get a MiFi from Elo for winning the Assault on the Media in December? You got CBS and 10-10 wins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to say it again, in case you're just tuning in. The Assault on the Media contest is completely over and done with.
Over and out.
That's right.
You're the final winners.
All right.
You won.
We're working on this kidnapping bit. It's going to be great. We don't have all the details yet, but
you got to run it by.
We're not running it by shit, man. We got
a new kidnapping
bit. We got a kidnapping bit that's going to set the radio world on fire. We've learned our lesson. We don't need to do the Assault on the Media thing anymore. But wait till you hear what we got planned next.
How, if we want exposure, what better exposure than an Opie and Anthony Amber Alert, where the child is known to be with us, so they have to say our name all over the country on the Amber Alert system.
And the guy makes the kidnapped kid hold up an Opie and Anthony Wild sticker.
Is this the world we're living in now?
He's on surveillance. He has the Wild sticker pulling the kid.
Wow.
Anyway.
See, that's what they're expecting, though. Yeah. That's what the listeners expect, and that's what the idiots that go by the name of Opie and Anthony sometimes put out there.
This is what I'm thinking. If we get through this, and I'm feeling like we're going to.
Knock wood.
I believe in XM. I believe in ELO. I think they're going to hire one of those crazy nannies from that TV show to be here every day.
What are you boys doing? They're acting horrible. Their behavior is deplorable.
Oh, from the nanny show.
Yeah.
Where they have to come in dressed like the British nanny.
Right.
And reprimand us. And then by the end of the show, are we all polite and nice?
Oh, yeah.
And doing, like, Battle of the Sexes bits?
Next thing you know, we're doing boring radio. Or the door's going to open up and some big announcer's going to go, meet your new mommy.
And they get, like, they trade bosses, so Elo's got to go over to, like, PLJ, and their boss has to come over here and deal with us.
Yeah.
And give us, like, a minute-by-minute script of what we're supposed to read and do on the air.
Trading bosses.
Trading bosses.
That's what's going to happen. That's going to happen. All right.
God damn.
Let's say hi.
Always in it, always bad.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Anthony and I actually looked at each other this morning and said, you know what? There was a time we loved this energy and this living on the edge shit. And we looked at each other like, we're just getting too old for this crap, man.
And don't take that as we've given up on
we're not
putting out entertaining, fun radio. That I live to come in here and goof off and have fun every day. Believe me, I love doing voices, goofing with my friends. That's what it's all about. But as far as going in a boss's office, taking those phone calls, staying up all night because the thought of being fired is in your head, that shit to me is so old and so done. Me and Opie used to call. We would be on the phone with each other for hours on end, just going online, looking at the stories. Oh, dude, how do you think? Are we fucked? Are we this? Last night, Opie called. Dude, hear anything? I'm like, I checked the websites. All right, hold on. I'll call. I'm raising 500. I'm taking the call as I'm playing poker because I just can't. I can't dedicate my entire emotional status at that moment to the crisis.
I listened as Anthony went all in and lost to his girlfriend.
I had a pair of tens.
She had a pair of queens?
She had a Jack Queen. Yeah, I was short stack. I went all in. She covered me. A fucking queen came up on the turn. Game over, Johnny, for me.
Yeah. And
so you're not saying that...
And Anthony's learning how to play poker through...
Bodog.
Bodog.net.
Bodog.net.
That's right, Bodog.net.
It was a great play that I did. It was a great play I made. I was short stacked. Yeah. I went all in on a pair of tens.
That's right.
And I had it up until the turn when the queen turned over. You want to learn how to play poker? You go to Bodog.net. Learn how to bluff, how to bet, tips on hand selection, when to bet. It's all free. It's fast. You're going to get all the tools you need to make you a stronger poker player.
That's right.
You just go to Bodog.net, and they're going to teach you everything you need to know.
Instead of physically being whipped, it's like it's good to see white people. This is the side of watching white people like become slaves. Like if your names were Kunta,
that's it.
Look, you came in.
Look, let me tell you about the Bodog. Let me tell you about Bodog.net too. When you take your 20-year career and go all in.
Yeah. That's exactly it. 20 years of radio.
And you got a 2 and a 5 in the hole.
I'm all feeling comfortable. I'm all feeling comfortable like, hey, you know what? I ride with a couple of white guys. No one bothers them. But I'm like in the background going, I physically get a whipping. What's your name? Kunta. What's your name? All right, Toby. Fuck it, it hurts. But to watch the mental grinding that
well, when you's in the house with Massa and he lets you near the computer, log on to Bodog.net. You're going to learn how to play your poker.
You two coons, you just beat to death. Lordy, gee, I'm just playing poker, sir. XM stands for extra more, please.
By the way,
two fucking goddamn coons.
Hold on a minute. By the way, when your company is about to fuck you over, why not have it done on the Liberator?
Yes. Any position necessary can be done on the Liberator.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But even though you can get to any position on the Liberator, you're going to want to get into the one where you can take it in the ass.
Oh, man.
I love that thing. 20-year career, all in. I'm all in. Let's look at our cards.
Ooh. I got a 2 and a 5, and there's an ace and king up there.
Oh, this is bad.
I think it's looking good.
It's
looking good for me. Good for me now. Holy crap. Anyway, where are we?
God damn.
Really.
Jesus.
Let's We're gonna log on to Bodog.net. I'm gonna learn to play the poker on the Bodog.net. Sing it, everybody.
The computer.
Well, a master let me play a plays on the poker.
I said all in, nigga. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
And when you're looking for a final meal before you get fired, how about Paisano of Mulberry Street in the heart of Illinois?
When you got to take the edge off of firing, just mention Opie and Anthony, and you'll get that free glass of wine to make your firing a little easier.
Nothing against Joey, but fuck the free glass of wine. I love Jägermeister.
Jaeger.
Speaking of Jägermeister, they're having a fine music tour right now with Disturbed and Corrosion of Conformity. Blah, 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 blah,
Great
blah, blah.
prizes that they're giving away: guitars, guitar cases, Jägermeister.
Computer.
My computer.
My computer.
Let's go to Kenny in New Jersey. Kenny, what's up?
I want to know if you guys could confirm this AP story I just read. It says here Eric Logan of XM has made a deal and smoothed things over. All the reporters were involved with assault on the media.
Oh, wow. You had a great line, but your cell phone started crapping out.
Throw pies at O&A.
Yeah, the throw pies at O&A thing. Dude, it lost to Thunder because your cell phone crapped out right when you needed to be strong with that.
You know, if you have, a couple of hours to spend a day, or if you have 2 years where you don't have to go to work, Opie, you should sign up for Gamefly.com. All the games, video games that you're going to need to play available at Gamefly.com.
That's right.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's right. Let's go to Todd in New York City. Todd?
Hey, I got a question for Patrice. I want to know if on Monday morning at 7 a.m. is it going to be the Little Jimmy and Patrice show or Patrice and Little Jimmy show?
I wouldn't. Please. That little worm, Jimmy, he would. We have bits like, hey, everybody, it's Tickle guy dressed as Santa Claus Day. You'll dump us off the radio so fast. Let me tell you something. I was in this room. I love being here because it's easy for me. Mm-hmm. But the technical part of this shit, when Opie left, right, he goes, I got to go for a second. And if you had to go, I got to go. Hey, Patrice, do me a favor, handle the show.
Yeah, just talk.
I'm like this.
It's like that SNL bit where they just fall apart in front of everyone's eyes because the director and the producer left the set.
I don't.
I follow the lead. I watch Opie goes, hey, we're going to talk about Bears today, or we're going to talk about. I'm like, all right, I can talk about that. But if you go, if I'm maybe by myself going, all right, what do we got here? A bunch of CDs in my face. What the fuck we talking about?
I have no idea.
Tyra Banks said something. Let's see what she said. All right, she said that. All righty, good.
Yep.
Good goody. Let's call, we're taking a call from a guy in Jersey. Patrice, you suck, motherfucker. Thank you, guy in Jersey.
That's how it works when they hire guys to do radio that really have never done radio.
That's why David Lee Roth's going to be a complete disaster.
I have no illusions about what I sit here and I watch it. It's like, I'm like, what am I, what's the thing people say when they leave the radio after they hang up? Check it out.
Yeah, punching out.
Punching out. Yeah. I'll be like, all right, crossing on.
Let's go to Anthony in Philly. Anthony.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Anthony.
Hey, man.
You scared the shit out of me this morning. I was almost throwing up my car when you guys were talking about this. I was like, no, it can't be again. It can't be again. And I'm looking at the camera and saying it's fucking Pearl Harbor Day. The news is going to run with this one.
Well, that's what we're hanging in there, but the story has little legs, little legs.
And also, I was envisioning Stern walking into Sirius, thinking he was now he's the king again. Now he can rest easy. We can't let him walk into Sirius and do that.
I guarantee they're smiling over there today. But
don't forget, Stern's still a shit dick.
All right, thank you, Anthony.
Check it out.
Let's say hi to Steve in Bayshore. Steve.
Hey, good morning, boys. This is certainly a not-in-the-stomach morning. Holy crap.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Been that way.
We get really pissed off, though, with that guy saying, oh, here comes the fake suspension. We've never done a fake suspension in our careers.
Oh, I'm not doubting it for a minute. It's got me all freaked out. But
we just have seen the pattern of how these things kind of develop, and so we're a little nervous, that's all.
Yeah, I hear you. This assault on the media thing is sort of like an airplane
built by the pests, flown just a little too far. And you knew it was going to come crashing down at some point. It's just, who knew it was going to land on the governor of New Jersey's lawn?
We started realizing that the thing was getting out of control, and we were, preparing to figure out how to end the thing. But
one was always trying to top the next.
Well,
and when you get into that kind of competition, it really gets dangerous because a couple of guys see an assault and it gets a little closer to the reporter, or they go in front of the camera, or they're really yelling loud, and then the next guy wants to top that, and it always ends bad when you play Can You Top This?
Oh, it most certainly does. Anyway, Patrice, you are one funny guy. You're my favorite Mabogo. Have a great day, boys.
Mabogo.
Loves you. Yeah, we love the Patrice. Patrice O'Neill, everybody. Let's say hi to Alan in Atlanta. Sorry. Alan, what's up?
Morning, fellas. Can I request a reset here? I have no idea what the hell is going on, and
well, the Assault of the Media contest got out of hand. It's officially over. We're not endorsing that whatsoever anymore. Well, you got the channel, man. I would just suggest you listen to the replay. The show started off pretty ugly, actually.
In the morning.
Yeah.
And little Jimmy freaked out.
Yeah, we explain everything. Basically, what you're going to hear on the replay today, right off the bat, we explain the situation we're in, and then we take a very long break, like a 40-minute break. We played a bit from yesterday, and then we came back. So that's what I would suggest you do, really. Or go to audible.com and get the show.
I appreciate that, fellas.
Because we are going to try to move on, but we're a little nervous today. The Assault on the Media thing got out of control. One of the fans of the show used an air horn on a reporter, and the reporter's claiming that he's got ear damage, and the governor of New Jersey got involved, and it made a Jersey paper. Now it's on the all news stations here in New York. So.
Well, you all have Elo in your corner. That should be plenty.
He's telling us not to worry. We're not going to throw false information out, but even with him saying that, we're a little nervous because we've heard that before in our past.
Yeah,
that's all we're saying.
Well, we need you guys to stay put.
All right, thank you, Alan.
Talk to you now, boys.
All right. That's pretty much it. If you want to hear more about it, just listen to the replay today. That's the beauty of having the show on all day.
Yeah.
Unless this is how sad this is. You don't want to ever come to work, and the first thing you say as you get into your office and take your coat off is, well, our security card still worked.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. The doors weren't locked.
How long before you guys are going to feel like the pep in your step? How long it's going to take?
All depends on what happens.
Yeah, when you get your arrogance back.
We got it back.
No, you know what I mean. Like when you're just
humbled
walk
now.
in and you're like, all right, not even thinking
about it. Let me think. It all depends on what happens, though. The next couple of days, I guess, and then by Monday, by Monday, feel a little better.
Yeah, it's a new week. They take care of business, so by Friday, we're all right. By Friday afternoon, we should be all right.
So they don't play 2-week games with your life.
Fuck no, we got 2 days.
Few day games.
We got 2 days to sweat.
Yeah, if nothing happens in 2 days, then it's all right. If some other meetings have to be set up and talkings too, then there could be a problem.
We're having and this is not a tease. It's just what it is. We're having another phone call with Eric Logan right after the show. So, which works in our favor because then everyone's going to want to know what happened, and hopefully,
What happened?
I'm sure we'll be on the air tomorrow to explain what happened, I guess. So, all right, we're going to take a